Hi to all the beautiful beings. I got a question from a friend of mine, Johnny, asked if we are this one being, if we are all source, why there is is this elite ruling family over the world. I mean, the group of beings, of people who for a very long time, thousand years, yeah, had they built the old system. They slowly built the old system. They built the structures of slavery, of fear, the religions, and they basically had a control over the whole world. No matter what country, no matter what president, they were always above the banking system, Christianity, and all the main structures were under control of this ruling elite family, and they were selfish. And so, to understand it, uh, at in at higher levels, uh, you, we need to realize that this type of reality where we live is a play. It's like a theater for souls. And so, let's say before this planet existed, before we incarnated here, there was this play. And the play is also like a hardcore school. And we needed to fill the roles and to feel that it's real. That's like the part of illusion that reality is illusion. It's kind of like not real, and at the same time, the experiences we experience are real, and we are all actors. In a higher level, we are all friends and family. We are all soul family in higher levels, including the elite members and every evil being you ever, you know, imagined, experienced. In higher levels, we love each other. And so this is a play where we took some roles, and the ruling family, they they just took their role, and it's like they their higher self programmed and created the avatars of the ruling family, and the avatars are not aware of the whole truth, because if they were, they would be higher consciousness, they would be loving, they would have compassion, and this game wouldn't work because they couldn't do their mission properly. Because their mission, what they took on themselves, the responsibility is to create 95 or more percent of negativity. They so their lower selves were told like, you here you have you are the rulers of this planet, and the part of the deal is that you need to create 95 or more percent of negativity and that's kinda enough for them, for their lower selves. They are not aware that they have their higher self, so they are just playing and doing what they are supposed to do. They are born and raised in this way. Mm, they kept the control by having prepared multiple timelines, and in the past it was like whatever happened, they everything was playing in their cards, because they created this system, this illusion that there are different countries, different presidents, different agendas, but in truth they were always on the top. So no matter what president, what party win the election, they were always controlling them. And you can see it also with the normal people, like some, politician or police officer, that that the ruling family, they pay them to, to be silent, to uh, jail innocent people. And the why it worked was because of the fear, when because they built the system, and so they had all the finances, all the energy, and they used this energy to keep the system. And so the ruling family is are in this delusional state where they are not aware of the highest truths. They think they are above all and they are rulers forever, and it's not the case. They sacrificed in a self themselves, because mm, their higher self are still there, still with them, as your higher self is still with you, and it's not natural to be evil. It's the it's the role they took upon themselves. So it serve you, so it serve us, because thanks to they, thanks to them, we have this opportunity to grow as individual, to um, experience the veil of forgetfulness. So you incarnate, you forget, you are in this broken system, and now you uh, go kind of blindly in life, and at the same time you are always guided. So the life slowly, for your lower self is blindly, you suddenly uh, the life leads you to wake up, to think for yourself, to gather your own information from whatever sources, and it's education for the soul. So you need to think for yourself, to find who you really are, to wake up, to have your own discernment, to learn how to filter information, to mm, connect to your intuition, to find the courage to fight the system, and also to have the intelligence and understanding how you can actually fight uh, with the old system. I give you a hint. It's not about to kill them. It needs to resolve in different way. We can see this in our past. It was happening over and over again that people were, very poor, enslaved, and there were some, rulers of countries, and it will always get to a point where the poor people have enough. They rebel, and they always overthrow the rulers, and then they took the position, but they didn't change the structure, the consciousness. It was they were just, they took over the evil places. So, there were some king, and they or queen, they slayed the king and queen and took their places, but it didn't help to change the system, because the people who then got to power wasn't conscious people who wanted a change. They were just poor people who get to money and power, and their lower self just took over, and they didn't care anymore about the people because they got better. So our quest is to not kill them, is to wake up others, is to raise your consciousness, your frequency, raise the frequency of the whole planet, so we can see clearly and understand that they were just acting from ignorance, from unconsciousness, and it was from higher perspective, it was their role, and we have thanks to them we have the opportunity to experience life in this way. And it's very, hardcore planet, because there is so much information, and also the ruling family tried their best to uh, put also disinformation when there was always coming some light up to the servers. They manipulated the situation, so it became blurry. And yes, and what happened, what is very important now, is that the dynamic uh, change, because the the cycle is ending. We are entering the new cycle where the light shines brightly on this planet. And so the mission, the quest for people was to find a way how we can, uh, resolve this situation in a loving way. And so it's about us people. We need to take responsibility for everything, because now we know how to fight them. And if you want to know how to fight them, is the Reinbou Frequency, is the Reinbou Kódex, because we know who they are. Is the oil companies, is pharmaceutical companies, and for some last decades like the power structure changed. The ruling family is now in absolute power no more. They, the higher powers stepped into the game, and we showed them that there are higher players in the universe. There are these divine principles. They um, are also part of. So they need they are now in the stage that they understand that it's not gonna continue in that way. They are losing their power, and we can see it clearly by disclosure. We can see it also in mainstream media now that they are talking about extraterrestrials, and it's happening all over the place in the background, like the um, allowance, uh, making legal the plant medicine substances. Very soon, there will be direct mainstream extraterrestrial communication with beings from different planet who were looking for us, guiding us. They know our true history as humanity. They know our lost mm, lost history. They also can provide us evidence in form of you know like a movie or video sound material of how our past looked, what truly happened, our true origin, all the information of how the universe works. It's all happening now. We are becoming aware of all of this, and yet it's still up to us, right? What you can do is, for example, to do the best to stop buying plastic, to keep your environment clean, to connect with the positive vibrations, to be strong, healthy, exercise, meditate. Because, it's not just the ruling family, it's the system itself, is the uh, people who are unconscious, unaware of this system, who are uh, keeping it going. So, so we are slowly changing the system by raising the frequency, by shining the light on what's wrong with the old system, to becoming aware like, okay, there are some things legal and some things illegal, which is not universal. It's the old system and the intention behind why there are, for example, plant medicine illegal, and why there is so much boo 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 and disinformation about these beautiful divine beings, these tools, these technologies, plant medicine, is because they were waking up people. So the ruling family did what they must. So people are not waking up. So they keep their power to themselves, and it's all coming together. So you don't need to fear the family anymore, because justice is here, and behind the scenes all things, like all the deals are already done. We win. We are exactly in the process of clearing all the energies Wow. And in time, even the family is gonna become our family, and we are gonna celebrate together, we are gonna forgive. There will be maybe some processes in between, but in the end, they are just serving their purpose. They are doing it from higher self, they are doing it from unconditional love, they are doing it for you, not against you. And the best you can do to help this process is to raise your frequency, to be positive, to share your information, to hold others, to act from the new consciousness, and to focus your intention on what makes you happy. Alright, so I hope this video helped somebody. If it helps and you want to support me, you can always put a like, comment, to share this video with others. And that's it for now. Have a wonderful, beautiful day, and see you in my next one.